College tuition should be free. 70% of colleges are unaffordable for lower income and middle class students. According to the Institute of Higher Education Policy, also known as the IHEP. College is a personal investment and an educational institution that provides higher education. The average public four-year college tuition ranges to about $9,500, and for a private four-year college, it ranges to about $33,000. College tuition is extremely expensive, and for some people, it's a huge financial decision. Today, we will be speaking about college affordability, the effects of college, and why college should be free. First, we will talk about college affordability. College affordability is two simple words, said the Lumina Foundation. The Lumina Foundation created the rule of 10. The rule of 10 means that 10% for 10 years plus 10 hours of work. This translates into no student should pay more than 10% for 10 years plus 10 hours of work while in school. For example, a single parent with one child earning $30,000 a year is unable to save and go to a post-secondary school. The benchmark suggests that the student reach out for living costs to be able to help for expenses while she is in school. Covering expenses is very difficult for someone who has many responsibilities. Now, you may think, what about financial aid? Well, colleges also benefit from financial aid, just as the student does. Students get a small portion of the financial aid. According to Jeff Dorfman from Forbes magazine, when a student receives a Pell Grant, for every dollar the student receives, the tuition of the school actually goes up 55 cents. Now that's crazy, don't you think? Because the school actually receives more money than the student who's trying to pay for their education. And don't get me started on federal subsidized student loans. They actually go up 70 cents for each Pell Grant that is given, for each dollar of the Pell Grant that is given. Now, what about scholarships? Scholarships are based on various criteria. They don't require repayment, but they're not guaranteed. Sometimes to even apply for a scholarship, you may need documents, some files, a high GPA, or you may even need to write an essay. With scholarships comes large amounts of stress, and it takes a lot of time. So that gets us to our next point. What is the effects of college? The pros of college is you get a certificate or you get a diploma, and you get to walk around with that and say that's yours. When you go to a job, compared to someone who hasn't been to college and hasn't gained an education, you're most likely to get the job. It builds a security, and you can say you secured the bag. The starting salary for someone who actually went to college is actually bigger than someone who just has the experience. And college gives you a second chance to do right by your education. The biggest con that comes with school is the money, the tuition costs, and the debt. Going back to what I said in the beginning, 70% of colleges are unaffordable for the lower class and the middle class, while 70% of college students graduate with significant amounts of student loans. According to Gabrielle Hess from CNBC, 44 million Americans collectively hold nearly $1.5 trillion in student debt. That is roughly 1 out of 4 American adults. And when they finish graduating, their debt amounts to, their student loan amounts to $37,000. Now, $37,000 compared in the real world can buy you a brand new Audi, a brand new Tesla, a brand new Ford. It can start up a business for yourself. It can be a 10% down payment on a $370,000 home. It can buy you a new swimming pool. It can pay for your wedding, and it can be a 20% down payment on a $185,000 home. Now, compared to school, what do you want to choose that instead? Also, student loans age over time. Say you took out a student loan of $200 in 2005. By 2016, it's already $366. So, what are we going to do about this? We can make colleges free. Non-profit colleges are already a thing. Colleges like Cornell University in New York, Duke University in North Carolina, and Harvard University in Massachusetts offer 100% free tuition for students with families that have an income under than $65,000. And if you do have an income that's over $65,000, you may pay from $0 to 10% of your yearly income for school. Now, for the single parent who only has one child and gets paid $30,000 a year, that's a pretty good deal for her to go to school. College is very important, and it is a personal investment. Colleges have their pros and their cons, but the major outcome is super expensive. College tuition becomes more and more unaffordable for the lower class and the middle class Americans' lifestyles. Everybody has their favorite college or their dream college that they want to go to, and it would be a shame for them to have to not go to where they want to go or be who they want to be just because of the college prices. So don't let the cost hold you back from doing what you want to do in life. Sign a petition and voice your opinion, because the price tag shouldn't be the reason why we can't better ourselves in this life. We got this. And this is